Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I just have a few more points that I'd like to address. First of all, I'd like to galvanize a few of my fellow opposition members' points. It occurred to me that if we are going to use more advanced technology in order to overcome problems such as rotting crops or pests, or in order to negate the use of pesticides and herbicides, we might have to use some of the methods that the government has mentioned, such as fiberglass tanks, or perhaps hydroponics or aeroponics or some other form of advanced technology, which will make the startup costs even higher if we're going to implement this for each and every single HDB block with viable space, as I mentioned earlier. So we're talking about massive startup costs here for something that isn't even designed to turn over a profit as its primary objective. We're not creating a business here. This isn't the main objective. So if you're not going out of the way just to make money, then I honestly doubt that even though we can sell some of the crops, sell some of the plants, I really doubt that the money we recover will ever be able to compete with the sheer amount of profit major farming companies and major companies dedicated to simply turning over revenue, making a profit, will be able to put forth, because these companies need to stay competitive. These companies need to make sure that they can sell their crops at the lowest possible price in order to make money. And I do not see how we can possibly ever hope to compete with massive international companies like that with small startups on HDB blocks. So I do not think that any of this money will honestly be recovered in a significant amount that will warrant the possibly hundreds of millions of dollars that would go into initiatives like this. One other thing I'd like to mention is, I think an honourable member of the government said that, tried to explain how they would choose healthier foods, which is by examples such as sodium and sugar, elements, nutrients within the food. And while this is all well and good, and we have nutritional value charts and all those little boxes on the side of our milk cartons and our fries, I believe that the issue honestly runs a lot deeper than that. Because if things were as simple as looking at nutrients on a panel, I do not think there will be so much debate as to whether or not genetically modified food or pesticides, etc. are healthy. So I think we may have to consider looking deeper and looking further than simply nutrients, and looking deeper than just scratching the surface, so that we can figure out exactly what's healthy, what's not, why so, and possibly make better decisions when it comes to selecting foods for the healthier choice criteria. Finally, I'd like to end off by supporting, again, another one of my fellow opposition members' points about healthy food and healthier food. Now, I'd like to share with the members of the House a little anecdote. Now, personally, I have a very eccentric snack food. I like going to the NTUC at Junction 8 near my school to pick up a bottle of whipped cream every once in a while. And just a couple of days ago, I was down there and I saw the bottle of whipped cream, and there were two brands, and I never know which brand to pick. So each time I normally just randomly pick one, since the pricing is about the same. But this time I noticed that yes, there was a healthier choice label on a bottle of whipped cream. Curious. Well, I went with that one anyway, and obviously I think it worked, but that's besides the point. I think we can all agree that some foods are healthier than... Sorry?
It's besides the point.
Sorry, Mr. Speaker. I think we can all agree that some foods are healthier than others, and I believe that my fellow opposition members' proposal to separate healthy foods from unhealthy foods and then decide which in these categories are the healthier of the two would be a great idea moving forward. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah.